bean burrito, pintos and cheese, 7-layer bean dip. What do they all have in common? Refried beans. That's right. So in this video, we are going to make homemade refried beans from scratch, not using a can, using dried beans. And we are going to do it in a crock pot to make it easier. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is taking 4 cups of pinto beans, putting them in a strainer and rinsing them. Now, if you don't want this much, you can do half of the recipe, but I like to have a lot on hand so then I can freeze it. Now you want to take the rinsed pinto beans and put them in the crock pot. Now you want to take an onion and cut them in thick pieces. And the reason for this is because you will be taking the onion out of the pinto beans later. So just nice thick pieces. And then take them and put them right in the crock pot. Now you want to get a jalapeno, and this is a frozen one. I find frozen jalapenos cut way better. And you'll just want to cut them into teeny tiny pieces just so it kind of blends into the pinto beans. Just really fine pieces. Right, so if you can see, they're nice fine pieces. And you just want to take them, scoop them up, and put them in the crock pot. Now you want to take about 4 garlic cloves and start mincing them. Right into the crock pot. Now you want to take some salt and crush it right over the ingredients, and some pepper, same thing, right in the crock pot. And this is basically to taste, so if you like it pretty salty, add more salt. Same thing with the pepper. If you don't like a lot, then don't add a lot. And now you want to put some cumin in there. You can put as much as you want, or as little as you want. This I find to really enhance the flavor of the refried beans. I like to use at least a teaspoon, if not a whole tablespoon of cumin. This is what it looks like with all the ingredients in there. Okay, so the last ingredient is water, of course. This is what makes the beans nice and soft. You will want to use about 12 cups of water, and of course if you're doing half the recipe, it's actually only 6. Alright, so give it a good stir to stir the ingredients all together. And then you'll want to take your crock pot and you'll want to turn it on high for about 8 hours. Now that it is done, you can see all the onions floating on the top. You will want to just skim those onions off. Just put them in a bowl or the trash or whatever. It's fine if you don't have all the onions out of there. You can just blend it. Okay, so now you want to take a strainer and put it in a bowl, and then dump all your beans in there. And the reason why is because you don't want to get rid of all the water, because you will want to use some of the water to make it nice and creamy. You can just put it right back on here. You can see I just put it right in the crock pot still, but it is kind of straining. Now you can take a potato masher and just mash all of it, but I like to take half of the mixture and blend it so it's creamy. So half of it's creamy, but yet you still get some of the beans in there. So I'm just going to fill this up, but not completely all the way because I will want to add some of the liquid back into here so it'll be easier to blend and it'll be the right consistency. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of the liquid back in here just so that it blends easier. And then give it a good stir so that the liquid kind of goes to the bottom and all around. And then blend it some more. Alright, let's check it. Okay, so this is nice and creamy. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to set the other one aside and take the rest of the beans and put them back in. And then I'm going to take the potato masher and just mash these up as much as I can. Okay, now I'm going to take the part that I already blended so it's nice and creamy and put it back. And then mix the creamy with the not creamy just so I get a little bit of texture. Now, if you like it all creamy, just blend it all. If you don't like it creamy, you don't even have to blend it. You can just do the potato masher or whatever you prefer. But I like kind of both. So now I'm going to stir them all together. Alright, so now you can see it is creamy but with a little texture. It is perfect to my liking. And now I can make a bean burrito because it is ready and it is all done. Alright guys, so as you can see, refried beans are really easy and they're very great to have on hand for quick lunches, dinners, etc., party appetizers. So let's give it a try. Get a little bit of cheese and some beans for a nice dip. That is really good. My dad said his family always, after they made the refried beans, they would fry it in bacon grease, and it's really good that way too. However, I'm kind of doing a little bit healthier version, so I'm not going to do that today, but you can. Thanks so much guys for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below if you have any questions. Thanks guys. Bye.